All right, so next topic is TikTok, and this is just going to be a quick rundown for the new Apple event that is supposed to, well, it's not supposed to, but it's going to be on September 9th at 10 p.m., 10 a.m. Pacific time. And just some crazy leaks that's been coming out up into the event. This is what is said to be the new body case of the iPhones. You got the iPhone Pro, regular iPhone, iPhone Air, and but these are supposedly the new body case to house the new camera system that Apple's putting out this year. It's supposed to be like a 48 megapixel zoom capability, which I'm curious to see the clarity of the zoom. I think there's an Android phone that has such a crazy zoom that mofo zoomed into the moon and was still crystal clear. So yeah, I'm real curious to see that in hand. This is a year that I am gonna upgrade my phone. It's been like 3 years, and so it's about time I upgrade. My battery health life is deteriorated quite a bit with the deterioration. But some other leaks that's come out is there's gonna be a new chip, of course, in the Pro models, the A19 Pro chip. There's supposed to be new colors. Apparently, there's an orange color this year and a blue color. Sure, it's just blue and orange, people. The Apple Watch, the Apple Watch Series 11 is coming out. It's just a standard refresh. The Apple Ultra 3 is coming out, and it's supposed to include satellite connectivity for emergency uses. Apparently it's supposed to send text over satellite. Not sure how useful that is. I don't know. Maybe because I'm not a hiker and I don't do all that. So I'm really curious on the usability. Like, who is that targeted to for you to send a text over satellite? I mean, I guess if you got Verizon or AT&T, you ain't got good phone service, so I guess you could use it. But there's gonna be a black version of the Ultra again this year. Really not that much. It's supposed to be some new health monitoring, especially in the new AirPod Pros. That you're supposed to be able to get your heart rate tracked just off your headphones. And I don't know how Apple is doing that. I'll be very curious in the technology that can track your heart rate from your earlobes. I'm just curious in how that design and feature works. But that's probably going to be a good thing for all people living in the United States. Have a large case of heart problems in the community that could potentially save lives. And I will give Apple credit where it's due. Their health features have been very much saving people's lives, even from the "Did you fall?" feature, was you involved in a car accident feature, has been proven and has many people testimonies of how it did help save lives. So that's one category of Apple, I cannot gripe about because it really is saving lives. And as far as the iPhones lineup this year, you got the iPhone 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max, of course. But this year they're supposed to be introducing an iPhone 17 Air that is supposed to be ultra thin. A ultra thin model design to replace the Plus line. The focus of this line is to be lightweight, a minimal design, and it's going to possibly have a 6.6-inch display and a single rear camera. So a very dumbed down version, but it's straight to the point. If you just want a phone, I mean, this is probably a good option. It's probably gonna be lower in price than the other models, of course. But I just don't understand Apple and the whole thing of going thinner. If anything, you can make my phone a little thicker so I can get a better battery life. Like, I just don't understand Apple and its craze to go thin. I don't want a thinner battery. If anything, I want a thicker battery. And I just feel like Apple's battery life have not made any significant jumps over the last few entries of the iPhone. But You know, the chip is supposed to utilize the power more evenly to save battery life, but it's not improving battery life in my eyes. The last little leaks was the Apple TV 4K. I don't know who's still using that in 2025 if you don't got a smart TV, I guess. But it's supposed to be a new one of those. It's a HomePod 3 coming supposedly. I've never used a HomePod, so yeah, I got no remarks about that. If you use the HomePod home, I'm curious to see what do you use it for besides a stereo. Uh, but that's just me. That's pretty much all the Apple leaks so far ahead of the conference coming out on September 9th. So, is there anything that you're looking forward to in this go round of Apple Infamous, or are you even upgrading your phone this year?
Probably not. I got to be honest. Everything you read off and just said sounded completely unnecessary. And who is that
Another
for?
another EA press run.
Who
Oh,
in the hell is sending text messages through satellite?
Oh,
Who in the
like
hell?
it has to be the people that's hiking or that's climbing mountains, doing real adventurous stuff. What the watch is actually intended for, like Ultra, is not intended for everyday use. But I wear it because I don't have to charge it for 3 days. Like it can actually make it through a whole 12-hour shift at work if I needed it to. But Ultra is
And
for
that's
people
true. I
climbing
get that.
mountains, and I guess you ain't got good phone service up there.
Majority of this just sounds like word salad. Hey, we're on paper, we're telling you why you need this, but at the same time, it's just, hey, it's just another iPhone.
Yeah, I
A
mean,
good third of the
I've
population is gonna buy it, and a good third of the population ain't gonna buy it.
yeah, I've watched other people's coverage about the leaks and stuff, and it just reminded me of EA. I was like, unless you have a phone that is on its last leg as far as battery health, I see no reason why you would upgrade. And that's the only reason why I upgrade, because the battery in my phone is becoming crap. Um, I am curious because there's been a lot of talk about a foldable iPhone, even though it's not part of the leaks that I looked at. Supposedly Apple has been in the works of this phone for a while, and I'm gonna just be honest, I'm not a foldable phone.
If the foldable phone comes out, oh yeah, I want that.
What?
Oh yeah, I want.
No fucking way.
So I don't know. I think it was like earlier in the year when TikTok was just
Oh
besides the
god.
whole shutdown thing, there was a Chinese trifold phone that came out that you can fold over two times, three, whatever it was. They had this big ass screen. They were multitasking. It was like three or four windows open, doing the most, and then they'll try fold it back, and they went back to a normal ish phone. And it was like, oh well, this is in China. You can't get in the U.S. Nothing drives consumerism more and telling someone, hey, they can't buy this. Then I saw some Samsung, I think it's the Z Galaxy Z Fold, and it looks interesting. It caught my eye. I'm like, oh, I can
It
watch my movies
folds.
or anime. Hold on. You asked my opinion. I'm giving it. I can watch my anime or movies on a bigger tablet S like screen without the need of a big ass tablet in my pocket. Okay, but as I've told many people, I'm sorry, Apple has me by the balls. There's 10 plus years of passwords, music playlists, everything that is saved into my Apple account. So I would never leave as much as anybody makes a interesting esque looking phone. But if they go with the foldable approach, and if they can get it right on the first go, unlike Samsung and everybody else, yeah, I'll grab that. You know? See, you said foldable. I don't know why my mind heard flip. Yeah, flip phones. No, that's stupid. Like, what are we doing? But foldable, yeah, I'm down for that. I'll try anything once. No homo. Phrasing. Mm.
Absolutely not. No. Listen, like we already have an oversized version of the iPhone and it's called the iPad. So I'm not
Yep.
gonna then turn around, get another oversized version of a phone, and because it flips open. I'm just not watching. I don't know, it's just a shift in my day to day, but I am not sitting there watching something on my phone. I pull out my iPad or I get on the computer. Like, I'm not watching nothing on my phone. Like, even if I'm in the airplane, I'm not watching my phone. I'm watching the screen that's in the back of the chair on the airplane. Or I'm watching my iPad, or I'll break down over my computer. I'm just not watching my phone enough to justify, "Oh, let me get something bigger that folds." Eh, eh, no, no. And I'm really curious if the foldable phone does come, everybody's speculating that it's gonna be that and the one more thing that they did a long time ago with the iPhone X. Uh, I just I'm really curious about battery life, how long the battery's gonna last, how long the foldable screen is gonna look prestige. I know Apple went through rigorous testing of folding some of the prototypes thousands of times. Um, I don't know. It's just not for me. Not the I'm not the target audience. Obviously, you are. Uh, because you
Oh
still
yeah.
want handheld video games. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
not. I am not
Goddamn
the.
right,
I'm
dude.
just not the guy. I'm not the guy for it. I know the screen is supposedly designed and created by Samsung. So,
As
see,
are majority of their products, which a lot of people don't know.
yeah, they have a contract with Samsung about displays. But I don't know, we'll see. I mean, this is just a rumor that's going around. Not make the cut for this year's keynote. I mean, we don't know. It's just all in speculation. So, it might not come or it could come. I don't know. I will be very curious about the pricing. This is probably going to be the most expensive phone on the market, hands down.
Trees,
S-
trees, trees.
So,
Apple's consumers do not care
oh
about
no no
pricing.
no. Like I said
And that's the sad
earlier,
part.
no, like I said earlier in 2025, this is the hardest ever anybody has come across to make a dollar. People are holding on to their little dollars now. Just like that's
Mm,
why the iPhone, not iPhone, the Apple Vision Pro, no one really talks about it because
useless.
it's $3,500. So even
Eh,
Apple consumers just not buying anything. Like, you
uh,
gotta you gotta you gotta have something to offer. You just can't come to the table just looking pretty. You gotta have something else besides just looking pretty. And that actually leads into the next thing I wanted to talk about with the Apple conference is there has been little to no noise about Vision Pro since came out. There is no talks of.
it's useless.
And no, and honestly, like, if you haven't went to Apple Store and did the little, presentation of it, it's a great piece of product. Like, for
Mhm.
what it has to offer, like, when it had it on my face, I was like, "Damn, I'm really in another world." Watching movies on that thing is immaculate. It feels like you're right next to, somebody in the picture. Uh, High quality pictures look very nice on it, but other than that, I just don't see where the $3,500 was justified. And I will say that thing is heavy. So making it through a full movie on there might be a little challenging. It really is heavy. And
As our most
yeah,
expensive things are.
yeah, it's really heavy. So I'm really curious, are they even gonna mention the Vision Pro on this conference coming up on the ninth? Cause this is an expensive product. They went developing this for years and years, and I really don't see anything or Apple pushing it or everybody speculating that if a sale came that it'll probably jump up in sales. I don't know because I'm like, what? I mean, why? What would the average person use Vision Pro for? I mean, you're supposed to be able to take these videos, but you have to wear the thing while you're videoing, so you look like a cyborg with. I don't know. It's in a weird place. This is a product that I'm wondering how long it's gonna stick around now just because the support has not been there. Features have been slow to come out, if any. And it doesn't seem like Apple is supporting this product. So I'm really curious on how much longer this is the Vision Pro is gonna stick around.
Well,
Have
my
you
issue with this Pro was, where was the regular version?
what do
You
you
just
mean?
came out with the Pro and it's
Oh
$3,500. Okay,
they
where's the regular
nah,
Vision?
they said
That's
nah,
like $100.
nah, they said this is already a pro machine. There is no
No,
understep.
well, that's what they messed up at. You skipped too many steps and went straight to the Pro at a time where people are as facetious as they want to be. No one is spending money willy nilly like that. It ain't
Yeah.
happening. And
Yeah.
even when they showed it off, and they're like, "Oh, the battery life, I think it's 2 hours, and you don't have it plugged in." Okay, so
Yeah,
at
you
all
got that little
times you are bound to an outlet. Who is this
yeah.
for?
You got that little dangling down for the battery. I'm like, ugh.
When they
Yeah.
sold the Vision Pro, I was very curious. Who's buying this and who's it for? Because anyone who could afford it would not want it. There's probably something already in the market that does what it does better in some way or sense. And the ones who can't afford it, oh, excuse me, are not going to break the bank trying to get it as they do all other Apple products.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's
And it's
not
funny you mentioned that because I ain't heard no one mention or bring up the Vision Pro. Hell, I forgot it came out.
yeah. I know our buddy, we talked about it and he went to the demo before I did, but he still didn't end up walking out with one. Like literally, I don't know anyone in my group of friends that owns this product. And this is coming from everybody so they in the iPhone ecosystem, so they're in the Apple ecosystem. I know no one who has this product, who owns it. Like, so it's very, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And then too, once again, Apple was late to the party. Like Google and Meta, they already have like a headset that's been out. They went through some trials and tribulations. They've been trying to make their product better. So Apple's coming to the starting line now, and half the people has already finished their first lap with their VR head system. So I just don't know. I don't know if this is a B team working on this product or not, but it just doesn't seem like Apple cares about it, honestly. I think Apple saw the sales and they was like, "Well, oh well, we'll get to it when we get to it again," which is a shame because
Never.
I feel like this product could be like really good for like doctors and training, like health, fitness and health. Peop I remember talks of saying like you could get PTSD treatments and try to work through traumatic experience. Like I think health wise, if Apple went like, hey, this is for the health department and blah blah blah, I feel like this product could be really, really good. And honestly, I feel like that could keep the product afloat money wise. But for your everyday user, are you gonna put on a headset to watch a movie? I don't think so. Are you gonna think to put on a headset at your kid's football game that you want to record? I don't think so. So yeah, I don't really have high hopes for this product. I'm just gonna see if it slowly dies away or if Apple come
As most
refresh.
failures do.
If Apple come refresh it for one, make it lighter because it's too heavy and make it cheaper. Maybe I don't know, maybe 2,500 instead of 3,500 would probably be
It's
a
almost
little.
mortgage.
Everything's almost mortgage. Your Netflix bill is almost the same as your light bill. Okay, so I don't know, but I feel like it needs a price reduction either way, whether they do a refresh or not. Like 3,500 is just kind of ridiculous, especially when it doesn't have a lot of support right now. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up all the leaks that I saw for the Apple event that's coming up. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And once again, we are your host, Trice and Infamous. We're going to try to have a weekly new episode. So check out for our episode 2 for the podcast next Monday. You got anything else you want to add, Infamous?
Like, comment, share, subscribe. The more you grow, the more we grow. And like I said, we're all in this together. We are all end users. We're all consumers. Let us hear your voice among our voice. That's all.
That that was a real like football halftime coach speech right there. Hey, listen, we just here to talk shit about every fucking thing we don't like. So yeah, if you don't
Because the
like
good
shit
times
either,
go.
yeah, if you don't like shit either, just let us know because we'll definitely put it up there and we be like, we don't like that shit either. So anyway, this is Are You Not Entertained podcast. We'll see you next week. Appreciate y'all.